All right, all right. Welcome to the Chamber Curaleaf. Shay, I'm Todd Thompson, President and CEO of the Greater Pensacola Chamber of Commerce, and on behalf of our 1,125 members, our board of directors, our ambassadors, and our staff, welcome to the Chamber. We're so excited to have you as a member and look forward to working with you for many years to come.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having us out here and for being out here for us and for inviting us into the Chamber. We're super excited to be a part of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know Mr. Lico is going to come over now, and he's got some questions for you, but hand it over to Lico.
Shay, do you have someone that you could pass that ribbon off to? Okay, fantastic. All right, excellent. So, Shay, well, first off, thank you so much for having us come out and celebrate with you all.
Thank you.
I have to open this up and I have to shout out our ribbon cutting sponsor for the year of 2024, which is Fairfield by Marriott Inn and Suites, which is located over on Pine Forest Road. So, Shay, first off, tell me a little bit about yourself. What kind of fuels your passion for this industry and what you do?
So I am a mother of four, and I've been in this industry for the past 5 years in Pensacola. What fuels my passion is really watching this plant change lives. You know, you see your patients time over time come in one state of mind and then maybe not able-bodied, and a couple months later after using the proper medication, they are up and thriving and walking and like a new person. So that's what fuels my passion for this.
Well, that is wonderful. And I'm curious, what was it that initially, I know you like to see the people's lives change or anything. Was there something specific in your life or someone that you knew personally that it helped?
In my life specifically, with mental health, it absolutely has helped me manage my anxiety, depression. I also have degenerative disc disease and some herniated discs, and rather than using opioids and any other painkillers to ease that, I'm using topical and I'm using oral medication. You know, it doesn't have to just be consumed from the flower and creating smoke. There's so many other avenues and ways to give yourself the relief that you need without the risk of, addiction or any of that. And it's plant-based,
Yeah, I'm glad that you actually mentioned that. With the opioid crisis that's currently going on in the United States, opioids actually the number one killer of young men, basically from the age of 18 to 40, which is really astounding. So to have an alternative for pain relief, pain management is really wonderful to have another option to go. Now, one of the things that you had mentioned was you were talking about topicals, you were talking about edibles. So people who may not be familiar with cannabis, with THC, there's different ways that you can take it outside of, now you use the term flower, which someone who's not familiar with this, that's smoking it. What other opportunities are there for someone to be able to use this as a medicine for their body in a healing way or a pain relieving way that's not smoking it?
So there's actually a lot of different routes of administration, as we like to call it. There are capsules in different milligrams and dosages, and different indica sativa hybrid, which there's so much knowledge behind all of that if you're interested in learning, come see us. We could talk to you about it. But you also have Plant Precision, where that's a topical ointment and it helps with muscle relief. And then you've got a balm, and that helps with really deep pain recovery. So if you are having like shoulder surgery afterwards and you rub that on there, that's giving you the relief you need without even any psychoactive effects or any of the unwanted things that maybe some people are steered away from cannabis for. You also have inhalation, so that can be the vapes that everybody sees around. There's many different forms of those, disposables, very discreet ones, smell fruity instead of skunky or earthy. We've also got the edibles. So if you want to have a gummy or a chocolate bar instead of consuming in the flower form or the traditional sense, if you will, then you have that route. There are many more routes to come. We also have CBD in drink form. So we have a CBD company through Curaleaf where we've got it in a tonic drink, and that's, another way of relief. We've got Squeeze, which is what you can drink, add to your drink. It's water soluble. It can be frozen. You can make popsicles during the summer. There's all kinds of ways and methods to alleviate a pain. And if you want to do it discreetly, it's available.
Okay, so could you list off some of the reasons why you've seen people use this for treatment?
So there are many cancer patients. We have patients who have MS. We have patients who have had any type of injury. We have neurological patients who have come back from TBIs and things like that. That's helping, manage their pain and rewire their thinking. Anything really. I've seen athletes, recover without surgery using ointments. I've seen breast cancer survivors. There's all kinds of reasons behind it, and they're all personal, and it can be health, it can be mental. There's all kinds of reasons, but that's another important reason why we need to vote yes on 3 to get adult use legalized in the state of Florida.
All right, excellent. Well, now, currently right now in the state of Florida, it is medical use only.
Yes.
So there is a process that you have to take for someone who wants to take advantage of this treatment.
Correct.
So what does someone have to do in preparation before they can, take advantage of what you're offering?
So your first step is to seek a medical marijuana doctor. There are several throughout our area. My best way to go about it is a good Google search. There's a few that I really like: Empathic Practice, Curaleaf. Those are my personal favorites. You then would see the doctor. They'd get your medical records. They would certify you based off of whatever ailment or condition that you have. Then you'd pay the $75 to the state of Florida. And then whatever the fee is to the doctor. Once those two processes are done, within that same day, you're able to come and purchase your medication for your relief. So it's a very quick process. It has definitely evolved. It used to take weeks to make it come full circle. But those are the steps that you need to take. First is seek a doctor who has the certifications to give you the recommendation, and then get up with the state, get the card, and come on in and shop.
All right. Thank you very much for that information. This is wonderful because as we've made progress, in the state of Florida and nationally, the stigma of this treatment has really changed. And, based on the last time that the Florida residents voted on legalization versus, when it goes to ballot again, I feel that the result is probably going to be a little different, and it will probably pass. But the main thing is for people to know that for you to take this treatment, it's not necessarily something that is going to have, effects on how you're feeling mentally or whatever. Like you said, there are opportunities for you to use this and actually not have any psychoactive effects, which I think is another thing that maybe people out there that need to know about it. Now, I've done enough of these interviews with dispensaries. You all teach me something every single time. So, and I applaud you all for continuing to be able to break through that education barrier, because that's really what it comes down to. So, what is the best way for people to find out more information for this, and where is your location located so people can come and pay you a visit?
So we'll start with the location. So we are on 2 East 9 Mile Road in Pensacola, Florida. We're on the corner of 9 Mile and Palafox. If you're familiar with Pensacola, it's the old Pizza Hut. After you have gotten the proper certifications, the best way to learn more about our products and to get to know us is to come visit us. Come see us, let us help you, let us educate you. We're here to help bring relief to our community, and once you step foot in those doors, you are immediately family. So we can't wait to see you.
I love it. Shay, before we wrap this up, is there anything that you want to tell our audience out there directly?
I just want to thank Pensacola for being so welcoming to us. We've already had so many people stop by. I want to thank all of my patients who have followed me from dispensary to dispensary and been very loyal, my staff. I really want to thank Curaleaf and the culture that they have and what they stand for and how they really are there and represent for their people, and really want the positive change for everybody moving forward. So just thank you, and we're so happy to be here.
All right. Once again, the old Pizza Hut on 9 Mile and Old Palafox. You know where that is. Come and pay them a visit. Again, shout out to our ribbon cutting sponsor, Fairfield by Marriott, Pensacola, Pine Forest. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. We will see you next time. Be sure to stop by and